on their way to becoming up-and-coming national folky stars of sorts. They've been playing concerts extensively in the East Coast, and Chuck just moved out to Chicago, and Dave's lived around here for years. And, well, we should let their music speak for itself. Let's have a warm welcome for Dave Porter and Chuck Wymans.
Well, thanks, Phil. All being shorter. Well, how you doing out there? We're going to do a couple tunes, and then we're going to kind of trade off and do a couple tunes different ways. Try and introduce you to folk in as many lives in multifarious, many and varied forms. Is that guitar coming through? Okay. Yes. This is a song I wrote about sort of an autobiographical sketch. Why it is that I do what it is that I do, as opposed to what I could have done, should have done, would have done, or probably will be doing shortly. Has a catchy little chorus that you can kind of sing along. You know, this is a conspiracy. You're really here tonight to express yourselves in as many and varied, albeit multifarious forms as you possibly can. We're testing your outer limits. For approximately the next 20 minutes, you are to turn your lives over to us. We control your vertical and horizontal. Just a local guy from up around Chicago was told he could pick pretty good. And I had me enough of that small time stuff, so I knew it'd be understood that to make it in the country, guys to go down to Nashville. And so I said, well, hell, I would. Excuse me, heck. Put my line on the line and get that body entwined in some of that country brotherhood. I'm talking about Pac-Man, Kmart, Whataburgers. I packed all my things and I bought me a ticket and I boarded a big old train. Left my pa and the kids at the station, blue eyes crying in the rain. Well, conductor man said, son, where you headed? I said, Nashville, that's my aim. He looked at me kind of funny, but I'll tell you the rest later. But right now, here comes the refrain. That's where you get to join in. Here we go. C for continence. O for opulence. U's for getting used to getting kicked around a bunch. Well, it's N for me, neophyte, and T for how trivial and trite, and R's for getting ripped off. That spells country. Don't ask me why. You got it? You'll be quizzed on it later. Strictly oral interpretation. We communicate by signs up here. Well, about 2:30 or so, Nashville rolled in. Music City, USA. And I asked the hotel clerk at the desk for a cheap old place to stay. And I saw me hipsters and gypsters and flipsters and tipsters and all kinds of moral decay. And I said, now wait a second, I didn't come down here to deal with this. I came down here to play. I mean country. Dolly Parton. White Castles. Nashville printing presses. Here we go. C for continence. O for opulence. U's for getting used to getting kicked around a bunch. N for me, neophyte, T for how trivial and trite, and R's for getting ripped off. That spells country. Don't ask me why. Try that lick again, please. When in doubt, chop it up. Well, I hung around Nashville for a couple of months until the old boy went stone broke. And I saw so many other frustrated pickers like me that it got to be a regular joke. I mean, I was down on the bucks and down on the luck, and then one morning I awoke. And my friend said, Dave, don't mean to blow you away. Have you ever heard of a folk? And I said, what? You mean Pat Gone? Phil Cooper? Doug Killer Miller? Tony with that long Italian name that I can't pronounce? Scarabini, is that it? Did you say polio? Oh, Scarabolo. Oh. Tony Scarabolo, great name. Well, I reflected on this a bit, and I realized that it is the 80s. It's hard times for all of us who try to make a relatively vain attempt at being self-employed. Rock on. Anyway, it's that story old, you know, people have often told it, of greener grasses and distant fields. But from whiskeys to beers, hell, I'll shift the gears, see what the market will yield. So now it's small-time bars and acoustic guitars and going for that local appeal. You play mostly alone if you can, you write your own, you know, sensitive and surreal. Yeah. God bless you. How I spent my summer vacillation. How I'll probably spend this vacillation for quite a while. What I'm going to do when my unemployment runs out.
What unemployment?
Oh, I didn't tell you about that.
Oh, you've been holding out on me, Porter.
Yeah. But that's only because I know my roots.
Oh, yeah?
Do you know that Lawrence Welk is coming out with a new TV show? It's called Square Roots. Family Portrait. Here's that chorus one more time. Catch it. Here you go. C for continence. O for opulence. U for getting used to getting kicked around a bunch. Well, it's N for me. Neophyte is T for how trivial and trite. And R is for getting ripped off. That spells country. Don't ask me why. Thank you. Chuck's gonna grab that guitar and play one.
I am? Oh, I am.
Yeah, you are.
How many times have you found yourself in this position? I'm plastered again. I'm plastered again. I have been straight a whole day since I don't know when. I'm dead on my feet. I'm on the street, but I'm at home, and I should feel that way. And I don't know why it's so hard to stay dry. And all the bottle does is call, and I got to reply. Oh, but I sure like to think somebody reeling. I've been plastered again. Now I can't afford Chivas Regal, so I settle for wine. I'm thinking hard of my darling Clementine. I ain't great shape, but I'm fit enough to be tired. Oh, how I love to sleep the whole day through. And you'd never believe the things in my dreams that I see. I never like to miss an opportunity. So don't you get upset, darling, if you can't understand a single word I say. Have it plastered again. I'll play it for me once. It's a sure bet that the more I can get, the more I want, the more I get some more. Now it's darker outside, and there's rain on my roof. And all I need's desire and my 100 proof. So here's the air, here's the bones left. Feels so empty.
Fit my imagination particularly well. Two-syllable word, starts with a vowel. So it rolls off the tongue, you know. Alice. Alice. That's an A. Alright, here you go. Boy, you know, these ET strings gotta go. Alright, here you go. Alice got a petite face. You ought to see it smile. Turns all red whenever Alice blushes. That's Alice's style. Alice is generally quiet at ease with most anything she tries to do. Every time that I see Alice, it makes me think of you. Alice has got a nasal voice. Alice loves to razz. Sometimes when she's singing in the shower, Alice sounds a lot like Joan Baez. She gets on my case when I don't do the dishes. Ha ha, deja vu. Every time that I see Alice, it makes me think of you. Saturday night at home with a pizza, watching on the TV screen. Alice goes to put her head on my shoulder. We both know what that means. Sunday morning with the sun streaming in through an open bedroom window. If my mind is somewhere else right now, well, I hope it doesn't show. She likes to read science fiction, and Alice loves to dance. She says it's all just a matter of fate, and Alice won't play games of chance. And Alice doesn't like to sort things out. She wants the good Lord to pull her through. Every time that I see Alice, it makes me think of you. Sometimes I grow impatient floor and I try to force my hand. But Alice just looks at me like she's bored and I don't understand. I say, but Alice, I'm angry and I just can't help it. But Alice starts to weep. She moves away from me so subtly, locks herself asleep. She says I'm a lot funnier when I've been drinking. And Alice loves to laugh. But if she were aware of what I've been really thinking, she'd probably be torn in half. She'd probably pack her things and be gone. If Alice only knew